Connor Daly is a racing car driver who is about to make it big in NASCAR when his sponsorship backed out last minute. Now, why'd they pull out? Not for anything he had done in his 26 years of life so far, or for anything anyone had done in those 26 years on the planet, but for something Connor's dad had said 38 years ago from the day. A social media mob found him and surrounded him online and cried out for punishment, and regardless of apologies and sorrow over what was said, he was punished. And Connor was shown no mercy either, for something which had nothing to do with it. Douglas Murray said this: "We have created a world in which forgiveness has become almost impossible. We love to axe people left and right. We love to cancel people for words and actions done decades ago. Words and actions which are wrong, right, and require correct justice. But when asked for, no forgiveness is ever shown. It seems to me we are out for pain and vengeance." Hannah Arendt, a philosopher and Holocaust survivor, wrote about the importance of forgiveness in society, in which she said this: "Without being forgiven, released from the consequences of what we have done, our capacity to act would, as it were, be confined to one single deed, from which we could never recover. We would remain the victim of its consequences forever." In other words, without forgiveness, both the victim and the offender is stuck in this cycle of events from what has taken place. The victim is stuck in a place of pain, vengeance, and bitterness surrounding their minds and lives, and the offender is stuck with this act, this word, defining who they are forever. We need forgiveness. Forgiveness is the only way to break the cycle. We need this so desperately in society. We need this as human beings to be free and to progress. But the question is how, right? Because if I forgive someone, I'm just excusing them, right? I'm just letting them off the hook for what they've done. How can it work?
I think with forgiveness is good. I feel like if you're holding on to stuff that's happened to people who wronged you in the past, you can't really move forward and be who you want to be.
When you forgive someone, it takes like a burden off your shoulders.
We all make mistakes.
Sometimes it's letting go. It's very important to move on.
Ashley Nixon at a young age got into drug dealing and gangs. He quickly rose up the ranks and into powerful positions, even doing drugs and arms deals with the Albanian mafia. But after being caught and ending up in prison, his life changed dramatically when he heard about forgiveness. Not from a human, but from God. He heard about how much God loved him despite his history of violence and drugs, and how he offers through Jesus complete forgiveness of all his mess, all his wrong. Ashley was completely changed. The drugs were put away, the violence stopped, and now years later, he is a pastor in Wales. Notice this, notice he saw how much he had been forgiven, and he didn't excuse him, he didn't carry on, but it changed him. And this is something we miss so many times through forgiveness. Forgiveness does not excuse the person, but forgiveness changes and releases the individual. It has the power to transform their life. And that is what God's forgiveness over Ashley's life did. And that is the heart of the Christian message. That's the whole point. Forgiveness over your life and my life. Freedom from all our past, all our mess, all our mistakes. They don't hold us down. They don't define who we are anymore because they are dealt with, they are done, they're put away with through God's forgiveness. And you can experience that too. This is what Jesus was all about. Jesus was God coming to humanity, and at Easter, on the cross, he took the hit, he took the cancellation we should have taken for all our mess, all our mistakes. And now God says, if you trust me, if you know me, you can have that forgiveness. Your past is not there anymore. It is forgiven. All your mistakes are washed away. They don't control you, they don't define you. And man, that is so transformational. It changes you, it frees you, and actually enables me to be able to forgive others. When I see and experience that forgiveness God has given me, I can then give that forgiveness out to other people as well. And in turn, free them, change them, and create a better world.